The chaos surrounding the Diddy case has already erupted, and it's only getting messier. We all expected a few celebrities to be named during the trial, but no one predicted just how many major stars would be mentioned on day one. When I say big names, I mean A-list, Kanye West, Kid Cudi, Mike Myers, Lauren London, and even Michael B. Jordan were all brought up. But the name that truly shocked everyone? Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child. No one saw that coming. People are now wondering, what could Michelle possibly have to do with Diddy? Was she involved in the infamous freak-offs, or could she be one of his many alleged victims? As the trial unfolds, Hollywood is reportedly in full panic mode, with insiders scrambling to figure out who's next to be exposed. It's becoming increasingly clear that Diddy isn't going down alone. On just the first day of jury selection, the court was already presented with a list of high-profile individuals tied to the case, including Kanye, Kid Cudi, Michelle Williams, Mike Myers, Lauren London, and singer Don Richard. The sheer scope of this case is wild, and it's obvious that things are only going to escalate from here. Buckle up, this is just the beginning. Previously signed to Combs's Bad Boy Records, singer Don Richard is just one of many names tied to the growing Diddy scandal. While the trial is still in its early stages, the full reasons behind the mention of certain celebrities remain unclear. However, fans have already started speculating, and in the case of Michael B. Jordan, it didn't take long to connect the dots. Reports suggest that Jordan's name came up during jury selection, when potential jurors were asked about their familiarity with a list of celebrities who might be referenced throughout the 8-week trial. According to Rolling Stone, Michael B. Jordan's name is tied to the lawsuit filed by Cassie Ventura in November 2023. During a break in her relationship with Diddy, she allegedly began a flirtatious relationship with an unnamed actor in 2015, now confirmed to be Jordan. The lawsuit claims that when Diddy found out, he called the actor and threatened him. Cassie subtly alluded to this in her lawsuit, describing how she met the actor while filming a movie in Cape Town, South Africa, and spent New Year's Eve with him. Though she didn't name Jordan directly at the time, the connection has now been made publicly during trial proceedings. Miss Ventura's lawsuit alleges that after she began a flirtatious relationship with an unnamed actor in 2015, Mr. Combs, Diddy, found out and responded aggressively. According to the court documents, Combs called the actor and threatened him. The actor, now revealed to be Michael B. Jordan, then called Cassie and told her, "You really need to call Mr. Combs." The tension surrounding this incident has now become a key part of the case. As for Kanye West, his involvement doesn't come as a huge surprise. While many celebrities might secretly support Diddy, Kanye has been vocal about it, as usual, showing zero restraint. Just weeks ago, Kanye posted a series of tweets defending Diddy in his signature, chaotic style. In one now infamous tweet, he said, "You bees were not SA. Pardon me, let me put this in ye all caps, you me two bees did not get SA. You extorted ninjas. Ninjas means men. Bees means bees." He also tweeted, "Donald Trump please free my brother Puff. Free Puff. Puff we love you. I stood up for Puff and I'm still winning 20 Grammys next year and doing the Super Bowl." Kanye even claimed his support for Diddy is selfish, stating he wants to help Puff financially while he's locked up. There are also rumors that Kanye attended Diddy's infamous freak-offs, adding more fuel to the fire. Another name that has come up in the Diddy case is Don Richard, and her inclusion is more straightforward. Richard, a former member of Diddy Kane and Diddy Dirty Money, is one of several women who have filed lawsuits against Diddy. In her suit, she accuses him of mistreatment and abuse, particularly during the production of Making the Band 3 and Making the Band 4. According to court documents, Diddy allegedly deprived Dawn and her Diddy Kane bandmates of basic needs like food and sleep. When they requested meals or rest, Diddy would reportedly refuse and lash out with harsh, demeaning language. The lawsuit states he often said things like, "You bees don't want this," and "Y'all aren't hungry enough, I'm paying you bees to work." It also claims that Diddy would stay awake for extended periods, allegedly due to drug use, and during these times, he demanded non-stop access to Dawn and the group, forcing them into marathon sessions of recording and rehearsals that lasted up to 48 hours without breaks. Between 2009 and 2011, while working with Diddy Dirty Money, Dawn alleges he continued to publicly humiliate her, often using degrading language in front of staff and bodyguards. According to her lawsuit, Dawn Richard details a disturbing pattern of abuse and humiliation by Sean Diddy Combs. She claims that Combs repeatedly ordered her to strip down to her underwear and frequently referred to her using demeaning language, including calling her a bee. He allegedly made degrading remarks about her body, alternating between calling her lazy, fat, ugly, or too skinny, often in front of friends, producers, and bodyguards. When Richard attempted to stand up for herself, she says Combs retaliated by punishing her. One particularly harrowing incident occurred during winter, when he allegedly locked her inside a car with no heat. In her statement, she wrote, *, Miss Richard screamed as loudly as she could, but no one responded. It was late evening, the windows were heavily tinted, and the car's interior was dark except for faint lights. Her winter coat and belongings were still inside the studio. With the ignition off and no way to communicate, she began to panic. Thoughts of Mr. Combs's past threats and violent behavior ran through her mind as she grew cold and terrified, not knowing if or when she would be released. Richard also claims she witnessed Combs mistreating other women, including Cassie. The court documents state that she was present in 2006 when Combs first met Cassie Ventura. Richard recalls that the moment he saw Ventura, his demeanor shifted drastically. He allegedly positioned himself directly in front of her, invaded her personal space, and fixated on her with an intense, unrelenting stare, immediately isolating her from the rest of the group. According to the court documents, when Sean Diddy Combs first met Cassie Ventura in 2006, his behavior was immediately alarming. He allegedly isolated her from others in the room, including her then-boyfriend, music producer Ryan Leslie. The filing states, Mr. Combs behaved in such an intimidating, predatory manner that the first time they were off-camera made Miss Ventura feel deeply apprehensive and afraid. Not long after, Ventura ended her relationship with Leslie and began dating Combs, who would later become emotionally and physically abusive toward her. One public example detailed in the lawsuit involved a dinner hosted by Combs at a West Hollywood restaurant. Dawn Richard and Keisha Harper were required to attend, along with other high-profile guests like Neo, Usher, and Adam Levine. During the dinner, Combs and Ventura got into a heated argument. He allegedly leaned in, hissed at her in a screaming whisper, and then punched her in the stomach, causing her to double over in pain and cry. Miss Clark escorted Ventura out, while Combs remained and continued socializing as if nothing had happened, but one name that still puzzles many is Michelle Williams. Known for keeping a low profile, the Destiny's Child singer is rarely in the mix. Her involvement remains unclear and deeply surprising. So what exactly does Michelle Williams have to do with Diddy's mess? That's the question everyone's asking. Fans are speculating that her name is coming up because of her close friendship with Beyoncé. For years, there have been rumors that Beyoncé and Jay-Z may have been more involved in Diddy's infamous freak-offs than they've ever admitted. Now, people think Michelle may have gotten caught up in the chaos simply by association. Whether she's a victim, a witness, or something else entirely, one thing's for sure, it's about to get messy. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video. It's getting wild.